All right, we got another package here from Paint Some Way. Thank you, Paint Some Way, for the canvases. I have 3 of them for you guys. So this one you guys might have seen before. I ordered it twice because it is so cute and my mom and I both liked it. So 2 of these 3 are actually going to my mom. This one is a gorgeous little cat. Look at this. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Pre-bagged. That's nice. And look at how bright and vibrant those colors are. Makes you want to work on it just to get out of this winter funk, right? Any of you guys have like just that winter funk, blah kind of mood going? I know I do. I don't know why. I mean, the migraine might be part of it, but I've just been kind of blah lately. But this is an absolutely gorgeous color palette. I absolutely love that. I really want to see this cat done. Now my mom and I both have it, so we could work on it. I know some people like working on summer canvases like this or something to kind of get away from the cold. Instead of embracing the cold and working on a cold canvas, let's bring some light and summer into the room type thing. I don't know if that's me or not. But his eyes, those green eyes, look at that. So pretty. And no, I don't think the colors in the cat are really going to be realistic cat colors very much. I feel like it's yellows and browns. But this painting just kind of is screaming, I want to stand out, be bright and colorful. I mean, this could be a cat color, this orange or something, or that orange. Maybe even this brown hiding back here. So, like, the cat might be pretty normal, honestly. I think it's going to be a little more vibrant than a normal cat, though. And I just think this is absolutely gorgeous. For those of you that are curious, these did ship out somewhere around November 25th. So, yes, with the Christmas stuff now going on and everything, people getting ready for winter and sending gifts, packages are taking a little bit to arrive. Alright, now you guys know my mom isn't a big fan of larger diamond paintings. However, this looked really pretty. It is a 40 by 40. And I wanted to get this one. Again, like the last one, pre-bagged. Absolutely love that. You got browns, whites, creams, grays, purples, a little bit of yellow in there. So the yellow is going to be like the sun. And it looks like a little bit might be sprinkled in his fur and definitely his eyes. He'd look great with some special eyes. If you had some rhinestones or maybe ABs or something like that, he'd look really pretty if these eyes popped a little bit more with something like that. So again, horrible handwriting, but gorgeous colors. I feel like my mom's going to want to change a few things out on his fur though. I do expect him to have more blues in his fur, but there's some like purple pinks in here that I think this brown could have just went down into these purple pinks to meet this bluish color. And you guys will get a better look at that in a second. So I honestly think doing a 40 by 40 for this is the right size. I feel like you'd lose way too much detail if you did this smaller. But you see these colors here where you have those H's and those A's. I'm questioning if you could have really just kept the E's and X's and stuff like that going into that to merge with the B's, O's, and D's, which that is B, O, and D. The O is blue, the B is black, the D is also kind of black. Hopefully they look good on a light pad. We both use light pads, but overhead light, I can tell them apart. I, however, would have to slow down for the D and O. You got the 2 dots for the eyes there. Again, maybe some rhinestones or something to kind of just make them pop a little bit more, make them shine. Maybe even a little bit in the sun here. I wouldn't do the whole thing in it, but maybe sprinkling a little bit more pop of color in there. Like, that's where I could see the ABs being useful, is just putting a few around the outskirts of the brightness or something. But he is absolutely gorgeous. And again, this is one of those canvases, if you really wanted to, all this eye in the background, you could just cut this out. I mean, you'll get a little wonky on your cuts here, unless you do want to just trim it into a circle, which you could. And then you just put it on like a poster board type thing. So you could make this just a circular image on a poster board and not have to do all this color fill. And again, if you were to do that, I would just kind of cut off some of this excess around here and make it a circle. But I like full drills, so I appreciate the white that I have to work on around the edges, even though I'm not a color blocking fan. Just because I don't like the look of the drills popping off of the canvas and then the canvas behind it being flat. It's just not my thing. So this I appreciate, but if you wanted to, you could cut off all that extra work of doing that background. And he is just so gorgeous. So again, thank you Paint Some Way for these. They are really pretty. Now mine is the AB canvas, so it's gonna look messier until it's finished. So this might be another painting you guys might be surprised I picked. It's not something I normally go with, but it just looks so cool. I just had to have it. Like, who hasn't played Candyland or something like that? Well, nowadays, probably a lot of people haven't, honestly. I'm surprised with nowadays people not knowing what a cassette is or a floppy disk. Like, computers still use floppy disks as a save image, and most people don't know why that's the image. I was so surprised by that, like, we are now, it makes me feel old because I am now old enough that people, like teenagers and young adults, don't know what a floppy disk is. Why? What? So you do have your little updated boat because it's ABs. And it's a cupcake house. Like, look at this. It is a cupcake house. It just is so colorful, and I don't know. I've seen some other food-like ones and color ones, but this one, I had to have it. It is so cute, whimsy, colorful cupcake house. It really reminds me of like Chutes and Ladders, Candyland, like those games with how colorful the boards were and everything going on with them. But again, like I said, because it is an AB, they kind of have that rendering where it does not look as pretty before it's finished. Oh, wow. It's very sticky. Oops. didn't mean to stick this to the canvas, but it did not want to give it back to me. So, like also with these ABs, they are the softer canvas that will kind of flop on itself, can't hold its weight. I don't really mind. I did change light boards, and changing of light boards worked way better with this. Hang on. So I was working on an AB one like this, same background, and I was working on it in this nice cheap light pad. This was like $9-10, by the way. Very easily broken. It still works. It just unconnect it from the board because oops, right? So this is very slippery. And when I had my painting on the light board, every time I would go to put a drill, I just have it like pinned up here at the top, right? Every time I go to put a drill, it would just want to do this on me. So I was having an annoying time with it. And then T was nice enough to get me this light pad off of my wish list. And it has texture to it. Like this one's just smooth. This has some texture to it, but it still feels flat. So she got me this off of my wish list. A little bit more expensive, maybe $14-15 instead of like your $8 to $10 range. So much more worth it though. You put the canvas on this and you pen it here. It still can slide, but it does not slide as well. This one slides way easier than this one here. Like I said, it can still slide, but it's just way better. It actually has some grip and it holds the canvas in place a lot better than this one where it kept popping up on me. I used the same clips and everything else. The change of light board really helped though. So thank you, T, for this. I was going to make a video about that, but never got around to it. Just started using it. I really enjoy it. It has 3 color settings too. And then you can change the brightness, and it's not just in steps. It's hold the button and it'll slowly dim or increase. Nice light board. So, back to this painting. Now this does have ABs, so I will be showing you the ABs. Again, you have your dummy circles, but very clear drill field. You have symbols in here and numbers in here. They're all kind of random order. So when I kit these up, what I do is I write down my symbols and my DMC. I'll open all the bags, pour them in. Then I will go back and rearrange them in an order that I see fit, which normally I arrange these in numbers, then alphabet, then symbols, and I try to arrange the symbols where all the lines are together. So I'll put like the lines with the lines with the lines, so that I know for a fact I have 2, which like is an equal sign, but I also have a sideways equal sign. So that's the way I tend to do so. And then like these arrows will go together kind of probably right after this, and that'll be my last in my line set. And then you got like the music symbols and the square. But I like to rearrange them by symbol like that so I can see close symbols right next to each other. And we have some pretty ABs in here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the colors for this. Alright, so I see at least 5 ABs. Again, some people have talked about how similar ABs maybe shouldn't be in a painting, but we got a cream, a pink, a white, a gray, a blue. Cool. Got a nice bag of gray. Not black, gray. And then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABs. Alright, sorry. Alright, so here's the ABs we have. You got that gray color at the top, the blue a light pink, a more cream, and a white. Very pretty ABs. So your gray, your 318, your blue, your 996, the darker pink is a 963, the lighter pink is an 818, and the white is a 3865. I did recently see somebody that said they'd basically just mix like these two colors together because they're so close with the AB coating on them that it might just be quicker to just mix those together and call it a day. So those are really pretty ABs though. They work with the AB coating. As some of you might know, I don't like dark ABs like if this was an AB because the green hue it gives, especially if it's in like an animal or something. So I'm not a huge AB person, but lighter ABs, especially like the pinks and the grays, kind of greenish colors, look decent. So again, I put in my AB pin, which I'm trying to fill up. So far, that's all the ABs I've shown you guys from paintings. But again, thank you Paint Some Way for these. This looks like it's going to turn out really gorgeous. And once I changed light pads, I had no issue whatsoever working on this painting. Once I changed light pads, I had no issue whatsoever working on this style of painting. I did have an issue though with my cheaper light box with it being a little too slippery. So if anybody would be interested in getting a canvas like this to work on with the rainbow ladies, kind of do like a rainbow building, the links will be below for all of these. And again, thank you Paint Some Way for this. I really do think we had some gorgeous canvases. This is just gonna look so pretty, kind of like the wooden bottom there, and then like it's almost like a cupcake holder with a cupcake sitting on top of another cupcake in the cupcake holder, with just like little dollops of color or candy in the candy clouds in the sky. Also got, I guess you could do that like a what is it, Hansel and Gretel in the woods finding the candy house. So really pretty. And of course you have the gorgeous wolf and the gorgeous cat. Like, these are going to be 3 absolutely gorgeous paintings. Thank you again. Hopefully everybody liked the video. Hopefully you have a nice day, night, or morning. Hopefully it continues to go well. And hopefully you can get some gorgeous stuff like this done.